Lately, I've been reevaluating what living simply means to me and what I hope to achieve through living a minimalist lifestyle. Oftentimes, when I find something that I like or like to do, I have a bad habit of overindulging until I just get completely bored or completely over it. If I can be completely honest, sometimes I just forget to practice what I preach here. And it's only when I'm feeling bored, tired, or anxious do I realize that. I wanted to go back to the basics for a little bit and just revisit the reasons why I became a minimalist in the first place and why I decided to live a simple life. And I chose a simple lifestyle for a few reasons. I want to focus on what I love and what I love to do, but I want to appreciate the little things again as well. Over time, I just became so desensitized to music, video games, or food, and it just took something really special for me to feel excited about anything ever again, and I hated that. Simple living and minimalism in general changed this for me. Today, I made a list of things that I do to live more simply and how they've impacted my life for the better. But first, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism, frugal living, and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you and you end up liking the video, be sure to like and go into the toolbox or anywhere you keep tools in your house and grab a hammer, a sledgehammer, or anything like that, and be sure to absolutely destroy the subscribe button. Let's get started. Also, if you're new here, yes, I might look like the bearded douchebag in the sweater, but just give me a chance. And as always, I always just talk about the things that I do and share them here, hoping that at least one person out there gains some value out of it. The first thing I do to live more simply is spend a lot of time outside. I can remember just spending so much time outside as a kid, and over time it just seems like it lost its appeal and fun to me. I can definitely say I rediscovered this beauty regardless of the activity I'm actually doing. I do like to play basketball and skate, but I've made it a point to at least go on a 30-minute walk outside every single day. What this allows me to do is sort of disconnect from any type of busyness or work going on inside my life. Honestly, the most accurate way to describe this is that it allows me to just not take anything too seriously. I don't know how, but that's just what it's done. I'll typically just put in my headphones, put on some instrumental music, and make sure to not check my phone for the duration of this walk, or whatever I'm doing outside. There's a fly in here. So 15, 16-year-old Nick would be very, very proud of me. I landed a pop shove it and a kickflip, so that's a good day, and I like being outside. Maybe it's just the daylight or the short workout that I get from walking, but I'm always feeling the best or a little bit more inspired just by a little bit of time outside. Delete social media. Now, if I can address the 16,000-pound Savannah elephant in the room and say that during the time that I've had this channel, I have flipped between having Instagram and not having Instagram a few times. And I currently do have it deactivated. Maybe it's my own problem and maybe I'm weird for feeling this way, but I do just feel a lot better not existing on the platform at all, or any social media platform for that matter. This idea of constantly missing out on what friends or family were doing is always what kept me coming back. And every single time I returned, I realized that I wasn't missing anything at all. Everyone and everything that I wanted in my life was already in my life with or without social media. There was this unnecessary dependence I felt to have social media to just feel like I was in touch with friends or family, along with a few other reasons like comparing myself to where others were at financially or just within their own lives always made me feel I was a little bit behind. I highly recommend moving forward without social media, or at least an extended break from it, if you're trying to live a more simple life. Stay off my phone. And staying off social media leads me perfectly into the next thing on this list. And this is something I struggle especially with, and I don't think I'm alone here. For the past decade or so of having a smartphone, it's been the source of an unlimited flow of information and entertainment, filling every hour, minute, and second of my life with some sort of feed of information to fill the voids. When I'm bored or uncomfortable, I'm automatically reaching for my phone to fill those gaps. I knew it was a problem when I realized I couldn't sit for 3 minutes completely still without feeling completely restless. It wasn't long before I would be reaching for my phone for some instant gratification and endless refreshing. I'm practicing leaving my phone behind when I don't need it, and I'm practicing stopping myself when I feel the urge coming to just check it. Being more comfortable being without my phone and being okay not taking it everywhere I go is how I plan on moving forward, living a little bit more simply. Start saving money. Now, this is an obvious great way to have a little bit more peace of mind financially, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. A lot of the reason I wanted to live more simply was so that I had to think, do, and worry about less, and that includes money. Reducing expenses in areas where I'm able to, and being able to save more money was a huge stress reliever and does exactly what I want it to. It makes me have to think, do, and worry about less. Living a simple lifestyle made me realize that being more financially comfortable will beat buying something new and exciting every single time. The last thing here is practicing gratitude. And to be honest, I wasn't even completely sure what this meant at first, but I did know it sounded slightly pretentious. Now I think I have an idea of what it means, at least for myself. I've learned to be grateful and excited about the things that I already own. That feeling of when I would buy something and be super excited about it for the first few weeks or months always seemed to fade away over time. When it comes to my possessions, nothing that I have seemed to excite me the same way it did on day one, and I'm changing the way I see it. For example, my drone. I was so excited the first month or so that I had my drone, and over time it just became, okay, I have a drone. By practicing gratitude, I became excited every single day about the stuff I have, and I'm not constantly searching for the next ownership that will make me feel that way. Moving forward, I want to be less reliant on new things bringing me happiness and have my contentment be more internal rather than dependent on external things, if that makes sense. One thing that I've learned about simple living is that one practice on its own isn't exactly life-changing, but using these habits together and over time, I'm seeing the benefits. We live in a time where we're all so connected and busy and everything just feels very loud. So I think a lot of us can benefit from a little bit of change in our everyday lives. I know nothing on this list might not seem like something you already haven't heard before, but maybe that just further states how important and effective these things actually are. I hope at least one person out there got some value out of this that will have made this video worth it. And let me know what you do down in the comments below to live a little bit more simply. As always, I appreciate the time you spent here, and I appreciate you watching. If you did like this video, and you do like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.